I would think an urban environment is any environment that's has a large amount of people, that's very concentrated with consideration of the area. It's usually characterized by having a lot of buildings, a lot of commerce, skyscrapers, as opposed to when you look at a rural area, which is like has more countryside or fields. There's kind of urban areas kind of have a stigma of being crime-ridden, kind of a cold place. They're almost looked at as places to avoid. They're not really. People aren't really trying to move into urban areas most of the time. They only go to urban areas usually when they're trying to work or they're trying to shop or so. But then they usually leave the urban area to go back outside in the suburbs or the surrounding areas where usually there's a connotation of more like kind of residences and more of a home type environment than the kind of the commercial, fast-paced, industrial vision of what the urban society kind of is like. With this, there's also kind of like, I guess, a mental aspect of it too, because in the mind state of like this fast-paced commerce, kind of crime-ridden society, a lot of people start believing a certain kind of way or start having certain behaviors. Unfortunately, that might tend to fall kind of on the criminal side of life, and they end up stuck in a cycle of committing crimes in order to get by. Just kind of a consequence because of it might just be because the not necessarily the fault of urban environment, but some of the problems just in society where we have a unequal distribution of goods, and therefore we have an unequal distribution of labor, and some people make more than other people do. So of course that makes it so that some people have to live in poverty, and when they live in poverty, they have to resort to means that they might not have had to have done if they had been born, I guess, in a more affluent area like in the suburbs. So that's kind of the combination of the urban area. But when those individuals get in the mind state that this is the only thing they can do to survive, that kind of just urban mind state, it kind of can transcend to what the definition of urban is more less of a physical entity and more of like as a mind state and more like a living thing, because it's almost infectious. You can get around other people, you can pass that same mind state on.